Hello YouTube, and in today's video I'll be covering the TSX, which is the main Canadian stock index. Looking at this chart, I can see there have been symmetrical triangles over here that you could have traded. For example, this one that's made its target, and then we formed another symmetrical triangle recently. And I can see, looking at this chart, this symmetrical triangle is still got to play out. So it's still got higher levels to go on the TSX. Let's go through all the individual components. Got Shopify, which had a peak in November 2021. It's never been able to recover since. We seem to be doing some sort of broadening structure like this over here, which could collapse. It's been a decent trade off the low over here, 32 all the way to 84 at the moment, but it looks like it could break down. Looks like Bank of Montreal, it's a major bank. I can see, looking at this chart, that basically you've been in an established uptrend over time, but you've made a peak in April 2022 and you've never been able to recover since. Seems like it's entered a bit of a downtrend, to be honest. You got this nice descending. You got this nice bull flag forming. It could have break down though as well, so you need to keep an eye on it. Got Thomson Reuters Corp, which is an internet software services company. See, this has been in a gradual uptrend over time. It's been a good investment to hold in the long term. Next, we've got Canadian Natural Resources, and I can see, looking at this chart, that there was a symmetrical triangle over here. It's broken to the upside, made a target, and it's currently pulling back. So this has been a good way to track price of oil. It's been outperforming the price of oil since its IPO. Next, we've got Bank of Nova Scotia. I can see this is basically made a peak in February 2022. It's not been able to recover since. Recently, it seems like it's been breaking down. Next, we've got Brookfield Corporation. And I can see, looking at this chart, that if this gave us a nice symmetrical triangle of some sort, then this could be a good opportunity to trade to the long side. Again, we'd like to see this come off a little bit, go consolidate sideways, and then maybe break to the upside, but it's been in a long-term uptrend over time. Next, we've got Alimentation Couche-Tard. It's a specialty store, and I can see this has been an uptrend over time. It's been a good investment to hold. Next, we've got Constellation Software, which has been in a major uptrend over time. It's been a good investment to hold as well. Next, we've got BCE, which is a major telecommunications company. I can see, looking at this chart, it's got like a head and shoulders type of pattern over here. Just broken down. Reject a target. Could have much lower to go on this name. It's only been trending sideways since making a peak in the .com collapse. Next, we've got TC Energy Corporation, which is an oil and gas pipeline company. I can see, looking at the chart, that this basically is broken the uptrend, so it's currently entered a bit of a downtrend, to be honest. Next, we've got Canadian Imperial Bank of Commerce. I can see it's been in a general uptrend since it made a peak in February 2022 and hasn't been able to recover since. If this gave us some sort of symmetrical triangle, and this could be an opportunity to break it to the upside. At the moment, it just seems to be stuck in a range. Next, we've got Suncor Energy. Now, I can see, looking at this chart, we had this symmetrical triangle over here. We measure target. You can see it's broken out to the upside. It's made our target. So currently waiting to see what happens with this name. It's Integrated Oil Space. Next, got Waste Connections Inc., which is in the trucking and transportation industry. And I can see this has been in a good uptrend over time. Next, we've got Manulife Financial Corp. I can see that there was some sort of ascending triangle over here, broken out to the upside if we measure a target. It's Multiline Insurance Company. If we measure a target from there, you can see maybe we've still got higher to go on this name. Next, we've got Restaurant Brands International Inc., which is a restaurant company. I can see that this has basically been an uptrend since its IPO, but there's no clear price behavior really at the moment to determine where it's going. We're going to go from moving forward. Next, we've got Synovus Energy, and I can see, looking at this chart, that we had some sort of channel over here, some sort of symmetrical triangle forming. It's currently trading range bound, but again, if we happen to consolidate a bit longer, potentially break to the upside, it's in the integrated oil space. Next, we've got Sun Life Financial, which is a multi-line insurance company. I can see, looking at this chart, that we did try to break out of a symmetrical triangle, but it seemed to have broken back down with some sort of retest going on. So this could be an opportunity to take entry here. It's been a long-term uptrend over time. Next, we've got Nutrients. It's making a peak in April 2022. It's just been in a downtrend. We've had some sort of descending triangle over here. It's broken down, made the target. Currently, it's continuing its downtrend, so it's not a good investment at the moment. Next, we've got Imperial Oil, which is integrated oil company. And I can see, looking at this chart, that basically we had downside pattern over here where we had descending triangle of some sort. If I measure a target, I can see that we broke down. We didn't make our target. Or did we? Yes, I think we might just have made the target, yes, at 10. And it's currently rallied up since. So it's been tracking oil nicely. So next we've got Barrick Gold. I can see that this has generally been a bad investment because it's not really tracked gold very closely. Next we've got Loblaws Companies Limited. It's a food retail company. I see it's been a long established uptrend over time. It's been a good investment to hold. Next, we've got TELUS Corp, major telecommunications space. Again, looks like it's doing a head and shoulders. It hasn't gone anywhere since June 2017, so it's not been a good investment to hold. Great West Lifeco Inc., it's a multi-line insurance company. You can see, looking at this chart, you could argue there's this bigger pattern of some sort of ascending triangle, but it remains to be seen whether this is actually broken out or whether it's going to retest. Next, we've got Franco-Nevada. It's been slightly better at tracking the price of gold, but it's not been perfect. Got Intact Financial Corporation. I can see this has been a large established uptrend over time. Got National Bank of Canada. I can see there was a symmetrical triangle over here, which has broken out to the upside. We quickly measure a target. See that it hasn't made a target just yet. Got a bit longer a bit higher to run on this regional bank. Next, got CGI Inc. And I can see this is in the information technology services sector. I can see it's been in a general trend over time. Eagle Mines Limited, special metals company. And I can see this is it's been in a steady uptrend over time. There was this nice break of a falling wedge over here that broke to the upside, but there's not been anything interesting really on this chart recently. And it's not been tracking gold very closely either. Next, got Brookfield Infrastructure Partner LP. It's in the alternative power generation space. And I can see, looking at this chart, it's been in a general uptrend over time. Next, we've got Rogers Communication, which has just been going, which is a wireless telecommunications company. It's been going sideways since 2016, so it's not been a good investment to hold. Next, we've got Teck Resources Limited, which is a coal miner. And I can see, looking at this chart, that we had. It's actually quite impressive here. Seems like it's done some sort of symmetrical triangle of some sort. It's broken higher if we measure it roughly from the middle over here. Still got a bit higher to go on this name, but it's been a good breakout over here to trade since October 2021. It's roughly doubled. Next, we've got FortisInc. This is electric utilities company. It's been a good long-term hold, but it's not gone anywhere since 2020, so it's not been a good investment recently to hold. Next, we've got Wheaton Precious Metals. Again, this has been tracking precious metals a little bit more closely. I can see there was a nice symmetrical triangle pattern over here. It's broken to the upside, made a target, and currently waiting to see where this goes next. Next, we've got Fairfax Financial Holdings. See, this has been in a general uptrend over time. It's currently gone parabolic. It's a property casualty insurance company. Next, we've got Dollarama. I can see there was a nice symmetrical triangle over here. It's a department store, and it broke to the upside, and it's been going up ever since. Next, we've got Power Corp of Canada. It's a multi-line insurance company. I can see, looking at the chart, it's been trending sideways, so it's not been a good investment to hold. Next, we've got First Quantum Minerals. It's in the other metals mineral space. I can see it's just generally been going sideways, so it's not been a good investment to hold. It was a good investment when it was backwards, and it was a penny stock trading at 0.70, but it's not been a good investment to hold recently. Pembina Pipeline Corporation, which is an oil and gas pipeline company. And I can see generally it's been a good trade off the lows over here if 2020, but it's not been a good investment to hold longer term. Next, we've got Hydro One, which I can see is in a long established uptrend, so it continues to be a good investment. Next, we've got WSP Global. See, looking at the chart, it's a engineering construction company. I can see it's been a long uptrend over time. We had some sort of symmetrical triangle over here that broke to the upside. We've made a target, and we're currently having a pullback, so we need to wait and see what price behavior shows us next. Next, we've got George Western Limited, and I can see, looking at this chart, we had some sort of falling wedge over here. If I draw it on, the falling wedge, more often than not, breaks to the upside, and you can see it's had a spectacular move. It's in the food retail space. Next, we've got Magna International. I can see this has been breaking down. We had some sort of descending triangle over here, which is broken down. You can measure a move. I can determine we've probably got lower to go on this name, to be honest. It's a manufacturing auto parts OEM company. Next, we've got Tourmaline Oil Corp. I can see this has been in a general uptrend over time. Oh, next we've got Cameco. And I can see there was this symmetrical triangle that's really rocketed to the upside. I probably wouldn't chase in just here, but this is going into a parabolic phase again. It's been a good investment to hold since the breakout over here in June 2023. Next, we've got GFL Environmental Inc. And I can see this has formed some sort of symmetrical triangle over here, which has broken to the upside. It's an industrial services, environmental services company. Next, we've got Brookfield Asset Management Limited. I don't have enough price behavior on this chart to determine where it's going next. Next, we've got Metroinc, which is a food retail company. I can see this has been in a long established uptrend over time. It's been a good investment to hold. Next, we've got Ivanhoe Mines Limited, which is the other metals mineral space. I can see this has been a good investment to hold over time as well. Generally been in an uptrend. Next, we've got Emera Inc. it seems to be doing some sort of head and shoulders pattern. Could turn out to be a larger head and shoulders pattern or a smaller head and shoulders pattern. Smaller head and shoulders being like this. And he could have another head and shoulders pattern form here. But if we project this target for this smaller head and shoulders pattern for now, you still see this name's potentially got lower to go. Because it's broken its uptrend. And currently it's in no man's land. Next we got OpenText. You can see this is a packaged software company. Looking at the chart, I can see it's been an established uptrend over time, but it made a peak in September 2021 and it hasn't been able to recover since. That's all for today's video. If you like the video, press the thumbs up button, press subscribe, and press the bell icon to always be notified. And I'll see you in the next video. Thank you and goodbye.